about the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Championship?
One of the things these fans need to keep in mind is that first of all, you have 30 seconds, which is a little bit more than they're used to, over at JudgesZone.com or the Monster Jam app to lock in those scores. Remember, your scores are going to be averaged out with our panel of expert judges, but due to the weather and everything that we battled today, this is a one and done, okay? They have one opportunity only, and you can see right out of the gate, things did not go the way Ryan Anderson wants.
Definitely, and there's only a few seconds left on the clock, and with it being only one attempt, they have to do their best attempt, and that was a bicycle attempt there from Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. I believe scores are about to be locked in here just momentarily. Remember, JudgesZone.com as he gets all back on all four BKT tires.
Yeah, he may have been going for that patented sidewall donut. Let's see what everybody came up with. And the fans and the judges almost in lockstep. 3.6 from the fans, 3.8 from our expert panels of judges. That averages out to a perfect 3.7 flat. Not what Ryan Anderson would have wanted to do.
After the Lucas Oil high jump competition, the little stabilizer was brought back to the pits. And initially what we thought was wrong was the starter, which typically is a really easy fix. It takes about 5 minutes to fix. We're anticipating electrical issues with how much moisture is out there on the track. But since then, they swapped out the starter. There's an electrical short somewhere. And these are the kinds of electrical issues that we're anticipating for the rest of the day. Those are the little gremlins that are sneaky, that can be really hard to pinpoint, really hard to find. So that's what they're currently working on the truck. But what I wanted to show you is, if you take a look at this BKT tire, this tire is huge. It's larger than life. It's 650 pounds. The treads on the tire are really large. But if you look at the dirt out there on the track is really moist, it's really sticky. And so right now, where the tire would normally have a lot of grit, it's actually flat. So when you saw Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger go out there and try and get some grip during his sidewall donut, he wasn't able to get any. And my speculation is because the track is so sticky and the dirt is so sticky that the tires are kind of clogged with mud. So I expect to see more of that from this competition.
Coming up next, Tyler Menninga, Grave Digger. see Tristan England popped out of that Monster Jam truck, all he can do is shrug just a bit, Morgan. And, you know, not only has this been reduced to one attempt, no do-overs, no mulligans, but they also didn't have the opportunity to practice this competition at all. So this is the first time some of these drivers are feeling the dirt.
And a lot of these hits that are all over the track here, you really have to have a lot of grip to be able to execute that. So it's really tough. We'll see what's coming up next. Third place for Tristan England.
Yeah, that is not going to get it done, and that is not the kind of run he wants to have, but that is third place, 2.195. Coming up next, Camden Murphy, Bakugan Dragonoid. Top score being only in the seventh. Coming up next, Little Monster Jam's Rookie of the Year, Weston Anderson, Grave Digger.
as well here in the Great Clips Two Wheel Skills Championship.
I mean, it really is just a testament. I don't want to make this conversation all about the conditions of the track, but Morgan, I mean, you can see it right there, and it actually makes you start to think, hey, what Tyler Menninger and Camden Murphy were able to do is actually pretty remarkable.
Absolutely, and I hate to say this as a driver, like you come out here with the conditions, you hope for the best, but if something doesn't work out, you're almost lost. Like you've planned so hard for all of this, and it's just really tough to be able to come out here and put a great score in.
And again, that's not a number we would have expected to see on Monday or Tuesday of this week. 1.5, 2-1, that is 5th place. Coming up next, 14-time World Finals champion and 2-time winner of this competition, Tom Benz, Max Steel.
The anticipation, guys, of what we are going to see Tom Benz and Max D pull out of this bag of tricks, perfect in this competition at World Finals.
Always an innovator, and I think when conditions aren't perfect, that's when innovation steps in.
Well, this is what Tom is good at. He's the one who invented this trick here, and last year in the World Finals, he ended up pulling out a maximum flip. I don't even know what you would call it, but I'd be looking forward to it right now.
I think we dubbed that one the maximum moon flip.
Just to give you a little insight too, he uses the vehicle sometimes to align himself. And that will do it though for Tom Benz and Max D. Scoring is officially open. Remember, JudgesZone.com. If you've not started scoring, this is the perfect time for you to get those scores locked in right now. JudgesZone.com. And guys, let's talk a little bit about the expert judging right now, or expert scoring. I think it's been super fair so far.
I think it's as consistent as it can be. I think you have to truly see something spectacular to get the 8s, the 9s that you're looking for. We're moving that tire up and down on JudgesZone.com, and it's not like, oh, I love Gravedigger, oh, I love Max D. It's truly drivers are scoring these moves.
And I think when I was talking to Elvis Linus here a few moments ago, I said, hey, are you going to take into consideration the conditions? He said, absolutely not. I'm going to score high based on what they do. And there the scores are again. Another number that I almost have to wipe my eyes and see if I'm seeing for real. 2.047 for Tom Benz and Max D. He'll take over 5th place, but that is not enough in that top spot.
Well, one of the things I also want to touch on as a driver is so tough. Like, you don't realize it because we're looking at it with our eyes. You're trying to go in from reverse into neutral and all the way through into first gear and second gear. And it's so hard to find that balance point. So unlucky for Tom, but there's always next year.
Monster Jam fans, right now we are going to do some trivia here at Nissan Stadium. State your names. Alicia. Zach, and who do we have here? Liam. Okay, now you guys know a lot about Monster Jam, right? Let's take a look up on the video board for your question. Which driver has won both Brake Flips 2-Wheel Steels championships? A. Tyler Menninger. B. Tom Benz. C. Tristan Hinckley. Or D. Ryan Anderson. Now, Mom, I want you to go ahead and give me a letter of the answer you think it is. B. Dad. D? All right, let's see the answer up on the video board. B. It is Tom Benz. Congratulations for getting it right. And guess what? You guys are going to go home with an El Toro logo flag brought to you by Spin Master. There you go, Liam. That's for you. You like it? Yeah, congratulations, Liam. Let's get back to more Monster Jam action.
Well, guys, you just heard the trivia question, and kudos to those fans for paying attention, because I said it in the intro. Tom Benz has won this competition since its inception. interception for Morgan. That ain't gonna happen here today.
It's just unlucky. I mean, like Dennis was talking about before the show, it's going to take a lot of luck and also some skill. I think that Tyler did a great job in executing and getting a great walk out there, just being very simple. He is somebody that is very good at keeping the truck on its nose and then finding that balance point. So a lot of luck, a lot of skill, it all comes together for the championship.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard here in this competition. And there you can see Tyler Menninga, 7.126, right atop everybody else. And then we've got Camden Murphy, Bakugan Dragonoid, really the two most representative runs in this competition. With still 2 more slots to go, still over 2 more drivers, excuse me, Kay. What are you looking to see? I know we're not the expert judges, we're not the fans on JudgesZone.com, but what are you looking to see?
I think what I'm trying to look for right now is a new move, just anything, nothing off the back foot. I want to see something new because I think what we're going to see then is a difference in the scoring, not only from our expert judges, but from these fans as well. Whether it's a slap wheelie, like Morgan said, whether it's even just a little small combination move, whether it's a sky wheelie. If we see something new, I think we're going to get different scores.
That's a great point, Morgan. Is that what you'd be looking for? Or rather, is that what you would be doing if you were going to come out next? Hey, my crew chief has said these people have done this. I'm going to bring some variety.
Creativity. I think being able to be creative in an environment like this, it's so crucial because, like Kay was saying, I don't want to see anybody hit the back of the accident because we've already seen it 3-4 different times, and it's not new. Find some creativity, but it's going to be really tough. I think that chemistry between the driver and the crew chief, or the crew chief being up top telling him, hey, I think you should hit this spot, it looks like it's drying out. Feel it out. You've got 30 seconds to drive around the track and find where you want to hit it.
I think that's what I would be looking for too, not just the execution, but some variety. We've got KCG standing by. Casey, what do you got?
We're back here in the pits, and I wanted to give you an update on Lucas Stabilizer. Cynthia Gauthier is going to be in racing, she's going to be in freestyle, and they are furiously trying to figure out what's going on with her truck. So if you move on over this way, you'll see that there's a jump box right there in the front. So basically, when they try to start the truck, it's turning over really slowly, and so they're trying to figure out what the cause of that is. They're jumping the truck, and then they also have a battery charger down here as well. It's the one with this little light right here. That's what's trying to charge the battery. But the issue is, you look up here and you see how exposed the truck is. There's fuse, there's wiring, and all of that is exposed to the moisture out there. So trying to figure out and pinpoint those electrical remnants can be really challenging. They're doing everything that they can to make sure that this truck is ready for racing and freestyle.
Coming up next is a crazy boy, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
And that will do it for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, trying to use that starting line for his one attempt here at the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Championship. Point is officially open for you fans. Get those scores locked in using JudgesZone.com.
Morgan, you gotta give him credit for variety and creativity, but what do you think he was trying to get from that spot on the track?
I see what he was trying to do. Give him props for trying something creative. I think he was trying to get it up on the nose and walk it all the way down that ramp, which kudos to him. A little rough on the truck there, but that was really creative.
High risk, high reward, and I think in this case we get the former 1.688. That is 6th place. That ain't gonna get it done here today either. We have one more truck, one more competitor coming your way. Making his Monster Jam World Finals debut, Sean Zimmer Jr. Turbo Velocity. 25% of his two-wheel skills competitions this season, which is a whopping number. Let's see what he has here with a world title on the line.
Currently holding that stoppie right now, John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity.
Well, it's important to know that unlike a lot of these other veterans, John Zimmer Jr. barely knows what a continued backflip ramp does. He's never hit one, so to come out here and do what he did is very impressive.
I thought the coolest thing that I saw while I was watching that was he had enough time. There was a fan that was sitting right down here in front of us, and he pulled his phone out and had a chance to even take a picture. It was that long.
Ladies and gentlemen, the scores are locked in, and regardless of the outcome, we will be crowning a first-time World Finals champion. It's going to come down to two competitors. Let's see our score to beat. Gravedigger 7.126 as young John Zimmer Jr. looks on. The score for Terminal